Hey world, this is Justin, and you are tuned to Anywhere the Needle Drops. Welcome to our latest episode. We have reached May, and that means there are all sorts of fun things coming down the line in the local music scene. We get to sit down with Shark Sugar. Caleb and Brian of Shark Sugar came down to the Theory One Studios to hang out with me and chat all about what they've got going on. This is a fun band. Came to them really through a really fun set of circumstances. This all goes back to sitting at Hop Station in Mishawaka with a bunch of friends from dance, and Carson, who is dance adjacent. Carson is the partner of one of my fellow Dance Society people. And we were talking about, parents and parenting and all sorts of things. And somehow we got on to surrogate parents and stepfathers and whatnot. And if you don't know, my mom was a single mom growing up, and then somewhere at a certain point in my life, Dave came along. And I remember saying to Carson, I didn't really have a dad growing up, but I had a Dave, and that's pretty cool. Having a Dave is pretty cool. And he's like, dude, you have to hear this song. And thus began my Shark Sugar journey. As you'll hear in a few minutes, once I get done yapping at you, Shark Sugar has a song called Everyone Needs a Dave. And that is kind of where this started. He mentioned that, hey, you got to check out this band. They have this song. I did, of course, and not just the song, but everything else they had going on. And turns out they're real good. Yeah. So Shark Sugar, they are from Goshen, and they've got actually some shows coming up here real soon. In fact, you are probably hearing this on Thursday when it comes out, or shortly thereafter, hopefully. But so Shark Sugar is playing this weekend at Fringe Fest, and that's going to be this weekend on Saturday, May 9th. Check them out amongst all the other great things that are going on there. Fringe Fest, good times. Going to be some live music. Going to be a lot of fun, kind of out there acts. Always a good time. And definitely shout out to Steve, Frito, and crew for putting that thing on. And so you can see Shark Sugar there. Also, they've got some shows later on in May. They've got a show on the 23rd at Elephant Bar in Goshen, June 20th at Common Spirits, and August 26th they'll be at one of my favorite spots, Goshen Brewing Company, GPCO. So and then summer begins, right? We're moving into it. We've got all the fests coming. We've got Fringe Fest coming, and then so many good things coming as the months warm. It's going to be a fun time. So, all right, I'm going to be done yapping at you here. I'm going to send you to a song. You're going to get to hear Everybody Needs a Dave, and then my chat with Caleb and Brian of Shark Sugar is right after. Enjoy. Here's to life.
Is a name of a dude that everybody knows. It feels good coming out and it's only one syllable. People don't know this, but they will not be surprised to find out everyone needs one of these guys in their life. Cause everybody needs everybody needs a Dave. You don't think you need you don't think you need a Dave. You are wrong, you need you are wrong, you need a Dave. Cause everybody needs everybody needs a Dave. I saw a dude walking down the street the other night. His eyes were kind and his laugh was freaking out of sight. I said, hey dude, what's the secret? Please elaborate. My name is Dave. Then he turned around and walked away. Cause everybody needs everybody needs a Dave. You don't think you need you don't think you need a Dave. You are wrong, you need you are wrong, you need a Dave. Cause everybody needs everybody needs a Dave. Everybody needs everybody needs a Dave. You don't think you need you don't think you need a Dave. You are wrong, you
we're sitting here. We've got Caleb and Brian of Shark Sugar hanging out on the show today at the Theory One Studios. So yeah, we're talking pizza and hot dogs and Goshen. Talking pizza. I'd listen to that podcast.
Start it.
Yeah, there we go. No, I have so there are people. So I guess I didn't actually introduce you to Courtney, but you saw Courtney in the other room. Courtney is the person when Paul and I are in here dreaming about, let's start a podcast about pizza. She's the one that's in the next room who overhears us and leans her head in the door and says, guys, can we finish projects 4, 5, and 6 before we think about projects 27 and 28? And also these things cost money, and eating is nice. Paying your rent is kind of nice. Maybe let's put that in the parking lot for now.
I had that problem in college with bits. I would be in the midst of one joke or prank and be like, what if we did this other thing? And people were like, we got to finish this thing that we're in the midst of doing right now. And get the laugh for that first.
That's right.
Okay, that's fine.
But sometimes the muse strikes, and you just got to go with it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Shark Sugar. How long have you guys been together?
I think we started playing shows back in 2017. One of the horn players in the band went to jazz school at IU and was tired of playing jazz gigs, wanted to play a pop gig, and hit me up about putting something together. And then it's been real on and off since then. When did we play that show at Ignition? Summer of 22 or 23, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
And we played at Ignition, and since then we've been getting more and more gigs, which has been fun.
Yeah.
So really then, but it goes all the way back to some of us, all the way back to high school. We played in bands together in high school and stuff.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not Shark Sugar, but other outfits and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
so I came across you guys from some friends. I was at Hop Station, speaking of. So I am a member of Dance Society.
Oh, cool.
And a group of us, I don't know, it was post class or post. For some reason, we were all hanging together. We all ended up at Hop Station. I don't recall exactly what it is, but my friend Alicia from class, her husband Carson joined us. And he comes to class every once in a while, but mostly I just know him just kind of from afar. So we were chatting, and Carson is a great, gregarious, very interested person, great to just chat with.
Yeah.
And, we'll talk to you about this or that or anything. And I don't know, we were getting into childhood and parents and all that other stuff. And somehow we were talking about my stepdad and I didn't have, my dad wasn't around growing up. And then at some point my mom meets this guy, Dave, and there's my girlfriend has kids and talking about what's that like to interact with kids that aren't your own and all. There's this whole conversation, and essentially I was like, I didn't have a dad growing up, but I had a Dave, and having a Dave is pretty cool. And he's like, he just his eyes lit up, and he's like, you have to hear this band. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How do we go from this deep conversation about parenting to this band? He goes, no, they have a song. You have to hear it. And so he sent it to me, and it's Everybody Needs a Dave.
Yeah.
And so
that rules.
That's my origin story with Shark Sugar right there. So yeah.
I love that. Everybody does need a Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, I shared that story with my Dave. He cried. If you're listening to it, Dave, sorry, I just called you out for crying at the restaurant with me. But no, we were chatting, and I told him that story, and then I have since made him a mixtape with that song on there. So
very cool.
Yeah, it's very, very full circle. So yeah, Everybody Needs a Day. That's where I come from when it comes to you guys.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great. I love that. That's how you got introduced to us. Yeah. That's rad.
Touches not only Dave's, but Dave adjacent's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then we saw you guys a couple of weeks back down at Rocky Button, which was a good time.
That was fun.
Yeah. Ended up hanging out at Vicky's with you for a little bit. So
that was even better.
A lot of fun.
Bunch a lot of fun. Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's always fun to I was with my girlfriend, and
we've been hanging out for long enough now that she's starting to pick up on this thing where I know a lot of people, and so when we go places, like people, and then so she's just like, okay, so we're just hanging out with the band that we went to see tonight. That's just how this is the thing we're doing. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of how this stuff works, you know. So it was a good time. We had good times at Vicky's.
That was great.
Yeah.
Vicky's
What
is
was the
great.
bartender's name?
Not Vicky.
Not Vicky.
Yeah.
Was it Brent? Oh shoot.
I can't.
No, I
Brenda, maybe.
Brenda comes to mind, but I
Yeah.
don't know for sure. Anyway, she was great. We're sorry if we forgetting your name, but it was good times. Like, yeah. What'd you think of Vicky's? I mean, it was
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love. I don't say dingy in a mean way. I love a dingy like vibe for like a bar.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like this is so cozy. You know. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Lights are low.
Yeah.
You know, you walk in there, you know, you got some regulars hanging out, and you know, you're gonna get some great service from the person behind the bar, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely got poked in the back a couple times from a pool stick. You know, from someone trying to queue up.
Yeah. No, Vicky's was a good time. So and a good show. So it was great to
Yeah.
finally see you guys live.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you. Yeah. That was
Yeah.
fun.
All right. So we got to go into the origin story. So, you know, obviously we don't have the entire band here, so you guys are going to get all the glory and get to tell me your stories. But we'll get band specific eventually. But first, tell me a little bit about. We'll start with you, Caleb. How'd you get into playing music? Like, when did you turn to like, this is a thing I want to do for fun and for art and for, you know, whatnot?
I think I just listened to a lot of music growing up as a kid and started playing piano. And then we all met each other. A bunch of us met each other in band class in high school and like middle school. So that was the other thing. One of the guys in the band is our old band director. So.
Oh, nice. You're a high school band director?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
The guy that was playing bass with us at Rocky Button.
Okay.
He's rad. He taught us to play music and then thought it'd be fun to hang out and play music with us once we all got older and stuff. And
Yeah.
so yeah, just being around it all the time. I wasn't very athletic, so I needed something to do with my time.
Stay out of jail or whatever, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In college, I was studying music, and then I was like, this sucks. I hate practicing. And it became more of a hobby thing, and that's much more my speed, I think.
Yeah.
It's fun to not have to make it or break it on the music, and just enjoy it for the sake of it, I think. So yeah. But that's me.
Yeah.
How about you?
Honestly, kind of the same answer.
Yeah.
Like, listen to a lot of music. My older brother was always listening to like stuff that I thought was so cool. You know, like a lot of like '90s alternative and you know stuff like that. But yeah, played piano and eventually got into like band class, and that's. I mean, Caleb and I knew each other since like third grade.
Yeah, we had third grade together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Which is
band
crazy.
class and like our director, who was like, he was the middle school band director and also helped out with the marching band and everything. I think he helped so much, like trying to make us feel good about like playing music and not being called like dorks and stuff like that, you know, and like don't feel bad or just like feel proud about like what you're doing. You know, and that was really formative, I think.
He made like membership cards for all of the kids in band class, like your official Band Geek card, and it had like numbers on it.
Yeah.
I think we were the first class of kids to get them when we were in 6th grade, but he still does
mine's
it.
in my bag right now.
Still have it?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's moldy somewhere. 'Cause I threw the wash a bunch. But I think he's over the thousands now.
Totally.
Last I heard, he was still making them. So
Yeah.
So he still teaches and he's in the band.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very-
What was,
yeah.
what was that like? Okay, so I have a similar situation in that I spent some time post high school hanging out with teachers over a shared love of Bruce Springsteen.
Oh.
Like we would go see Springsteen
Sure.
concerts together.
Yeah.
And I just remember like the moment of my friend Jeff and I sitting in a bar with it was like my high school history teacher, my high school government teacher, and then like my middle school guidance counselor. And my friend Jeff and I are just like looking at you like, what is happening right now? You know, we're like going to see the boss with these three people. But like it was that moment of realization where I was like, oh, like my teachers are humans too. So like, when did you have that realization with your band teacher?
I don't know, like the first time. I think when we're playing, because we would like be in jazz band with him, like learning how to improvise and like be in an ensemble that isn't like prim and proper, like a wind ensemble or something like that. And it like kind of getting noisy and rowdy when people are playing well or something, you know, and he'd encourage that. And when that started happening, when we were playing in this band together, like he'd get noisy and rowdy for somebody that like ripped off a sick solo or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As like, oh, this is okay, cool. We're just vibing and having a good time.
Yeah.
That or having a beer with him.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. He also has like a Harry Potter theme, like wizard rock band.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of wizard rock.
It's a whole genre.
Yeah,
No.
back when Harry Potter was like at its biggest, like
Yeah.
it was a huge thing. Like people would go to conventions and there'd be like wizard rock bands.
You know, it makes sense that it exists. I didn't know that existed, but I'm not surprised it
Of
exists.
course.
Yeah.
But he had one, still kind of does. Like sometimes things will pop up. But
He writes songs from the perspective of Neville Longbottom because he's also a teacher.
Yes.
yeah,
So
just,
it's
really great, called Neville's Diary. So
Nice.
each song is like a diary entry.
Okay. I can get behind this.
Yeah.
But like once we like maybe like a year or two after like high school, he asked myself and our other friend who used to play with us more often. He was like, "Hey, do you guys want to? I got some shows lined up. Do you want to play with me for Neville's Diary?" And we were like, "Oh yeah." Totally. And I think that was when we first like got to like start hanging out with him.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like a big moment. It was like, okay, he's super cool. That's cool that he thinks that we're cool enough to like play with him. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like, yeah, important, I think, moment. I think for myself at least.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just love that he's a member of the band. So how did okay? So it sounds like you guys together or separately or whatever were playing in several bands since high school, right? Just
yeah.
like are we kind of sticking in like a punk realm, or like what kind of music is attracting you? You know, when you're first getting into like setting up a band.
Yeah, that's a good question. Our high school band was, which this kind of grew out of, because we're in band, we have friends that are horn players, so it's like, well, we got to include them. Like me, I grew up on Chicago, and loved them and like Motown and that kind of stuff. So like, I always thought horns were rad. And having them in the band was cool. It ended up being a cheat code. Like everybody, when we play a gig with horns, like is like, wow, your guys' horns are so good.
Yeah.
And like they are, but it's funny that that's all it takes is some horns for people to get.
It stands out, right?
Yeah.
I was just speaking of the Rocky Button. We were at a show this past weekend, and a band, Collective Oath, came up from Fort Wayne to play. And killer saxophone player. And I remember like leaning into the person next to me and saying, things I need more of in music, hand claps, harmonica, and saxophone or horns. Give me those three things. I'm happy. So
maybe an accordion.
Accordion.
Yeah. Well, as I understand, you have one.
I do.
A Niles originated accordion.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. But horns was a big thing. I think in high school, a lot of us listened to Dave Matthews Band. And me and one of our horn players still go every summer to see him. So like the jammy thing was kind of a bit of it, but like kind of a punk power pop deal. Weezer was another big thing in high school for a lot of us.
Sure, yeah.
And still to a certain extent is. Someone did ask me if I was excited for their new record coming out, and I didn't realize they had a new record coming out and said, no, I'm not. Nothing. I love Weezer, but I'm not excited for the new record.
Yeah, I've heard the one single, which I also didn't know was a thing until the single came out. And I'm like, oh, there's a new Weezer song. And Listen, you know what? There's a fan base, but I really, I mean, I grew up on the Blue Album.
Mhm.
You know, some Pinkerton if I'm feeling sad. And that's kind of what was the album with Foolish Father? I liked that one also, but that's kind of my limit on the modern Weezer albums.
Everything will be all right.
That's the
end.
one. Yeah, I really like that album. But
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of the modern Weezer albums, though, I'm just like, it's not for me. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Gloss over that.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
we love you, Rivers. We're not.
Yeah,
listen,
absolutely.
It's fine. It's fine.
Tenacious D would be another one.
Oh, nice.
Just because in high school we listened to them a ton and loved their shtick of like we're the best
Yeah.
band in the world. No one's better than us. And
Have you seen them live?
no,
They
I
are.
bet
I
they're
mean,
fantastic.
they are killer musicians,
Right.
And like, and speaking of Weezer, I saw them play live. It was the bill was Weezer, Jimmy Eat World, and Tenacious D, and
Oh my
it
God.
killed. And
That's
and
rad.
Weezer did mostly songs from the Blue Album, so I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
very happy with this entire
Uh-huh.
situation right here. So
yeah, you can't complain about that.
yeah.
Some mix of all of those things though would probably be, I don't know. Do you think that's accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was listening to a lot of like metal when I was younger, and played in I played in a metal band now, but also played in like a kind of stoner doom kind of group for a few years.
Okay.
Before COVID, and then into it a little bit. But so I feel like usually if I'm playing drums, I try to include some kind of like heavy like chop for, you know, a little bar here,
Yeah.
which I think I hope is a fun addition to
Oh,
like
yeah.
the power pop like vibe.
I think those do make the best bands when you have a variety of
Yeah.
interests, even if it's not what you're playing, what you're listening to. I don't know. I think it just feeds because like I love all types of music. I mean, I'll blast some Weezer, I'll blast some like really grungy, dirty, ugly punk rock, some metal,
Yeah.
and then I'll throw in some Taylor Swift, and like like that. All of that for me is like great. So like I love when that feeds into the creativity. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck playing the same thing all the time. So
No.
like if we can have an excuse we get to do a lot of that with covers, play like stuff that is not necessarily totally on like the same page as like what our originals sound like, but yeah, it's fun to kind of step outside of the box and do other stuff
Yeah.
because we're just listening to everything.
Yeah. What's the like the writing process look for like for you guys as far as is there like a singular leader as far as like someone's bringing lyrics to the game and then you guys are all figuring out musically from there, or how does what's the process look like?
The stuff that we've been playing, I've written the bones of everything. The first record, Jared, was there was a version of it that was all me. I did everything because we did it for the titular Jared's project for a college class that he was doing
Okay.
that like was due the next day or something, or like the week. Like we went in the Sunday before finals week and went from noon to midnight and just knocked it all out. It was very last minute, and then we lost that and we had to do it again.
Lost the files?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yep. It was
Yep.
kind of a bummer. But yeah, so that has been what it is. But recently we've been hanging out and just kind of playing and seeing what sticks and what doesn't. One of the other guys in the band writes a lot of music for other stuff. And so him and I have hung out a couple times and been working on new stuff, but it has mostly been me. Although the horn guys write all their own parts and stuff.
Okay.
And generally it's like, here's the bones, but you guys do whatever. I'm not gonna legislate.
Have fun with it, get creative. You know.
I mean the point of playing music with other people is to bounce ideas off of each other and let all those different influences kind of in and cook and be that melting pot, I think. So if I wanted to just have it sound exactly the way I wanted it to sound, I wouldn't play music with other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to play music with other people. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the joy of collaboration, I think, because
Mhm.
you can see from an angle that's not your own,
Mhm.
get some new ideas in there, and it almost always improves it. I mean, like we like to think we know what we want or what's a great idea, but I know as a writer, like an important step for me is the moment where I take the thing I've been working on for a long time and then I hand it off to someone else
Yeah.
and get it out of the echo chamber and be like, okay, I need honest notes, honest feedback, like what's going on here.
Yeah.
You never can really truly know it until you've had those moments where you're sharing it with others.
Totally.
So, yeah. Well, that's cool. So, is there, I mean, is there new music in the works then, or what are we looking at as far as releases for you guys right now?
Oof, we're probably far away from a release, but we are working on new music. We've been playing like the same, I don't know, 10, 12 tunes for a while now. And
Yeah.
it's fun and we like them. They're good tunes, but it'd be nice to play some other stuff just for our sanity.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely don't want to like, especially if it's kind of playing around the same spots
Yeah.
around the area. Don't want like people to get tired of anything either.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to keep it like fresh and fun for everybody.
The hope would be we have some stuff like once summer hits and we start playing gigs and can have some new stuff to play and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know that we would want to record anything until we've actually like tried it out.
Like with an audience, kind of the final
yeah.
testing grounds.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ideal for us at least is I mean, to me that's kind of where we live and breathe is playing out and hanging out with people and seeing what they think. Like
Yeah.
the goal would be to party and have fun, and if people aren't partying and having fun when we're playing, then we need to do something different. It's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Totally. Like the the recording and all of that is usually like the afterthought.
Yeah.
It's more so just like having a good time and having like hoping other people have a good time with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you guys have some shows scheduled for this?
We're working
year
on
then,
it.
or- okay.
We're working
All
on it. I think we'll have some stuff in May and June.
Nice.
But it's I'm bad at the administrative stuff. I'm the president of the Teachers Association in Concord, and so like all of my mental capacity for that stuff gets sucked up in that, and I'm like I don't get around to booking shows fast enough, and then they're like, oh well, we already booked 6 months out, and it's like, oh okay,
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
It turns out like we do have limited bandwidth, and rest is important. It's a thing I'm coming to terms with myself, but it's a thing. So yeah. I used to be the chair. We have a local organization called Niles Main Street. It helps keep this downtown area vibrant. And I was up until, let's see, we're in April now. So 2 months ago, February, I finally resigned after being involved for like 12 years. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to step away from this and let someone else take a turn. Yeah. And then, also, I don't know, like rest. It's like an idea.
That must have felt so good.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. Yeah. I mean, it was very hard to make the decision, but like having that time back and that energy back has been great.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to switch it up too. Just have other things that are going on,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to get out there and live some life. I mean, that's what feeds the creativity too, right? So, and just the joy of life is doing new stuff. So, yeah. All right. So, okay. So you guys are in Goshen. Goshen is a special place in my heart. Though it was only in the last, gosh, I'm trying to think. Maybe in the last 10 years, I even realized how cool Goshen was.
Sure.
I think the first thing that drew me out there was the record shop, Ignition. But then really when I discovered how cool it was I was there for the film festival.
Oh.
And I spent a whole like 4 days straight in Goshen and just checking everything out. And I was like, oh, there's Elephant Bar, there's Electric Brew, there's GB Co. I started meeting some of the artists out there and like getting a vibe on the culture out there, and it's just such a cool town. So like, what's in the water out there? What's happening in Goshen? Like, what's
So much now.
yeah,
Yeah.
When we were in high school, there kind of wasn't much at all going on. We would like drive through Goshen, to get to like
yeah,
Steak and Shake or whatever. But there's a ton going on right now. I think my favorite thing right now is have you heard about the BYOB Build Your Own Band festival?
You know what? I've seen this on social media, but I don't know what it is.
It's so cool. It's like part of the art house over there, and it'll be you sign up for like an instrument, like so if you want to sing, you'll be the singer. If you want to play guitar or whatever, that you'll sign up with your name, and let them know like your skill level, and you will be on the day of you'll be assigned a band.
They pull names out of a hat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. It's already been cooked. You've already got your group. Then you will get together with that group of people. Everyone's, different skill levels, different instruments and all that. And you have like 8 hours to write a song with your band, and then you will perform it in the evening.
Oh, wow.
And it's like a battle of the bands.
Yeah. I think that's like the coolest thing. I've done it for the last few years.
Yeah.
It's got like a 24-hour theater kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's super dope. Like anyone listening, if you are interested in that,
Yeah.
follow like Art House like on Facebook and Instagram to check out the details for that for this year.
I feel like it's like late August normally.
Yeah.
It's always like the first or second weekend of the school year, and I'm just never in the mood to spend all Saturday doing that, because it is like very intense and meeting new people and trying to be creative with like people that you've never met before. Like good intense, but intense, and I'm like, I don't have it in me. I did it the first year, and it was cool.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's tough, but like it's like so
very
much fun.
rewarding.
Yeah,
It
allows people that have been playing for a long time or not at all an opportunity to like get like on the stage at the Goshen Theater.
Yeah.
With a crowd, like a huge crowd. And it's,
Yeah.
Really, really sweet.
It's a fun time. There's such creativity there. I mean, the number of bands that we've had on this show that are Goshen based just blows my mind. I mean, Shiny Black was in here for a live session last week or week before last. And I mean, we've done a bunch of work with Simon Kaufman Hurst. I spent a year following Abby Thomas around with a camera, shooting a documentary about her life. And just like, I don't know, like it just always like Goshen, Indiana, what's going on? I keep telling people and they're like, Goshen? I'm like, yeah, Goshen. Trust me. Like there's cool things happening there. Float Fest, and like we've already mentioned
Float
a bunch
Fest
of different
so awesome,
like for people that don't know Float Fest, I mean, it's literally like a music festival on the water. Like it's amazing. I mean, it's so cool. Just
float down the creek and
yep.
watch some freaking shows.
Yeah, watch bands play for you while you're floating.
people throwing hot dogs around.
Yeah.
Get back in the hot dog conversation.
Yeah.
Just yeah, it's good stuff.
So, are you guys in other projects besides Shark Sugar?
Brian is.
Yep, I got a few. I mentioned earlier, like a metal band.
Yeah.
Me and the guitarist for that band, we played in that other band that I also mentioned. It's kind of
bands on bands on bands.
similar vibe. It's kind of like more like kind of sludge metal.
What's the band called?
Leadcatcher.
Okay.
We only recently started like getting out. We've been playing for like a couple years now.
Yeah.
Like getting stuff ready. And we played a couple of gigs. We've actually got something coming up in a couple Saturdays. I forget the date. And the venue. But stuff coming up.
You're playing
soon.
at Lang Lab, right?
Yeah.
And
Lang Lab. It's a great venue. And then I also play with Brides of Neptune, which are like a occult kind of folk band that have been around for years in the area. I've only recently started playing with them.
Adrian's goofy. He loves Satan.
He loves Satan, but yeah, loves the vibe, I think.
Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, they're really fun.
You said, but folk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Love it. Love
super,
it.
super
Yep.
folk.
Okay.
it's an interesting juxtaposition that they do where like they take kind of like old gospel-y tunes or like hymns almost, but then like flip them to talk about Satan.
Yeah. I think he took John Denver's Country Roads and changed it to Demon Host or something like that.
Okay.
It's just so funny.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, really interesting.
All
It's
right.
it's neat because like I don't think too often you see folk music in such a dark tone,
Yeah.
but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the,
really, it's
the,
really
the whole vibe is the bit, and that's my favorite thing. Like,
yeah.
Love it. Okay. All right. I'm here for it. I mean, it's just wild. I don't know, the sheer variety of creativity in this area. I mean, the number of times, like I remember, I'm probably a little older than you guys. I'm in my 40s. I spent so much of my youth driving to Chicago, driving to Detroit, whatever to go find a good show. And now, like, most given weekends, it's not like there's a show to go to. It's like, which of these shows do I choose to go to?
Totally.
Even Friday night when we ended up at the Rocky Button, that was one of several options we had. We were sitting at dinner and we're like, well, we could go to this. Lang Lab had a First Friday thing going on, and I think there may have been something. I don't know if there was something at the Well, but like, there were like several things, and it was like, well, we haven't seen that band play in a while. I guess we'll go to that show.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many options, and that was just in South Bend, let alone you throw in Goshen, you throw in Benton Harbor. You know, this whole region is so rich.
it's nice that it's eclectic too.
Yeah.
I feel like when I was in college playing in a lot of bands, it was like a lot of kind of hardcore scene stuff, or like the DIY scene, that or like math rock and emo kind of deal. And I wasn't in a ton of those kinds of bands, and so it was kind of tricky for us to like find a spot on a bill.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit worried about that with this band, and we had a bit of a problem. But then when we started playing up here more, because we were playing down in Indy a decent amount early on, because that's where half the band lives. But playing around up here, we just kind of end up on the bill that we end up on, and it's chill. Like when we played Rocky Button a couple weeks ago, it was a couple of MCs and a DJ and then us, and it was like, LOL, this rules.
Yeah.
I prefer it that
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Let's keep it weird and interesting, and you get a vibe shift throughout the night, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that the Button in particular is spectacular at, where you go and you see like a mixture of shows where it's like, yeah, you get a DJ at the start, and then, you know, I remember going and seeing like Jesus perform, and then I think like Lalo Kura played after that, and I think maybe, and I don't know if it was planned or if it was just like, hey, we should do this. Lalo Kura ended up being like the backup for Jesus, so instead of just him rapping to his normal beats, he had like a live band behind him. That's and cool. I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. Always do this, please. Yeah.
Jeff's rad.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, and I'm glad that he's got a space like that.
Shout out Jeff Naraki.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We love spaces like that.
Yeah.
Lang Lab's cool like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any place that just encourages getting weird, really.
We love getting weird.
So you said half the band in Indy. So are they from this area originally and like drifted down there, or like how did you all come together as a unit?
Yeah. 4 of us went to high school together. We got the guy that's our old band director. Another guy's like an old family friend that I've known for decades, that ended up down in Indianapolis. And then our one guitar player is a friend of ours that we met recently. We were really concerned about bringing new people in, as like we've added more and more people just so that we can play gigs.
Yeah.
Because like some people can't do something, some people can't travel or whatever. And we were like, we make an awful lot of like poop and fart jokes during rehearsal. Like, they've got to be a hang.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of people that we could have asked to like sit in with us and play that I just know would have been like, this is the stupidest thing.
Yeah. These are not my people.
Yeah, which is fair. Like, it's not, you know, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum, but when you are hanging out with the same people you hung out in high school with, maybe your sense of humor doesn't fully grow up.
That's fair. That's fair. We have a similar, like, you could call it like an audition process for my Dungeons and Dragons group because I've had the same crew that I've been playing with for like, I don't know, like 15, 20 years.
I feel that.
And yeah, so like when we've had people leave, I think 3 times, and it's always been like, okay, are we going to replace John? Okay, how are we going to do this? And like we literally have an audition process now where it's like, okay, let's invite them to go see a movie with us and see how this goes.
See what the vibes are like.
See if the sense of humor, because it's that same thing where it's like they're going to hear some stuff at this table that we're going to want to make sure they're on board for. So
they get a letter in the mail 2 weeks later, like you're invited.
Yeah, that's like, okay,
You've been summoned.
you can come play a board game with us now.
Yeah,
and then we'll see. No, they don't know they're on audition. We're just like, you should come see a movie with us, and then we're like feeling them out from there. So
for sure.
Yeah,
That's how to do it.
Yeah.
So everybody is from up here in the Goshen area, but a lot of people went to school down in Indianapolis or like Bloomington, so they just kind of stayed down there after school. But we'll come up here and hang out and play. It's a nice excuse to force them to come see their parents. So yeah.
So Shark Sugar, what was the first iteration of Shark Sugar? Did you say it was mostly you at the beginning, or?
It's like there were like several bands before Shark Sugar that were kind of what this is. It's just they kind of fell apart, and then some of those people got back together, and then it was a lot of like starting a band, breaking up, starting a band, breaking up. Similar kind of vibes too of like not taking it seriously. But in 2017, me and some the indie guys started trying to play a show here or there, and then it started becoming apparent a couple years ago that the indie guys couldn't get up here as much, but we were getting gigs up here, so it was like we don't want to say no to gigs. So I started pulling in some of the other guys that play with us, like Brian, because he's my friend and he's a great drummer, and I was jealous that he got to play with everybody else and not me. So, yeah, that's kind of how all that happened. And now it's like there's probably like 7 or 8 of us that are in a Discord that it's just like who can play June, whatever. And if people say they can, then they play, and if they can't, then they don't, and we'll figure out what that's gonna look when we get closer to that date. Which is fun. It keeps things different and weird and fresh. So
yeah. So it sounds like when you see a Shark Sugar show, you might get something new every time, or a lot of times. So.
Yeah, a couple of the guys in the band play a bunch of different instruments for us. Like our band director will play horn sometimes, but he'll play bass other times. We've got another guy in the band that has played drums, guitar, and bass at different gigs for us. I played drums for a gig. It's just kind of whatever we can make it work, and have fun. So, sometimes we have horns, sometimes we don't. When we don't have horns, we like to play a lot of guitar harmonies. So yeah, well, you won't necessarily know what you're going to get until you get there. That's for sure.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's like the Shark Sugar Collective almost.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So.
Yeah. Which breeds a lot of extra ideas too, which is nice. When we need bits, there's always somebody that has, I was just thinking this would be funny. And it's like, okay, cool. We got something new to do.
So what happens when you throw out a date and everyone's like, I can be there. I'll be there. And we almost had that. We played a New Year's show at Elephant Bar this year, and we almost had that, but one person couldn't make it. So it ended up just being 6. We run like a 4-person lineup where there's like either 2 guitars or like a guitar and a horn. And then we run like a 6-person lineup with like
a horn section and a couple guitars.
Okay.
We haven't ever had anything other than like those two situations. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll get a 3 guitar lineup someday and can like go full Foo Fighters or something.
There you go. Yeah. No
or
such thing as too many guitars.
We've joked about doing a pep band set where we only play pep band tunes and get as many horn player friends as we can to come and hang out and play Land of a Thousand Dances.
Yes. Sign me up.
It's just
I will
like
be at
first
that
and
show.
third position the whole time on trombone. So yeah, we'll see. Who knows what happens?
All right. Well, I want to see that show. So yeah. Okay, so I have to ask. Going back to Everybody Needs a Dave. Who is the actual Dave, or what's the story of that song? Or if you can tell it, is it a secret?
No. How? I think huge Dave Matthews Band fan. I think that's where it started.
Okay.
There is a sitcom called Happy Endings. It was on TV from like 2010 to 2013. I'm the only person I know that likes it. I've
Okay.
tried to get all my friends on it, and they're all like, "This is stupid. We're not gonna watch this." It's but there's a line in there. Somebody was trying to claim that they were like the cool guy in the group, and they're like, "No, you're our Dave," because his name was Dave, and they're like, "Yeah, everybody needs a Dave." And I said, "That's true," because also like I don't know any Daves that suck.
Yeah.
Like it seems like every Dave that I know is like a pretty rad dude.
Yeah.
And I think it came out of all of that, and thinking that idea was funny and getting people to chant Dave over and over again. Anytime I can get people chanting about something.
I remember a gig one time. This might have still been from like high school, but like we were just like looking up as many Daves as we could find, and we're like, oh, shout out to Dave Matthews, love him.
Dave Coulier,
Dave Grohl,
Dave
shout out
Navarro.
Dave Grohl. Yeah, just like throughout the gig, just like as many Daves as we could throw in there. So I feel like that was probably like 2015.
Oh, yeah.
It's been an ongoing thing.
We've had an infatuation with Daves, I guess,
Yeah.
for many, many years.
Big Dave supporters, you know. That's great.
We're out here supporting Big Dave. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, okay. So maybe some new music. Hopefully some shows this year. What else is next for you guys?
About that, like, we do this to have fun,
Yeah.
and chill and hang out make fart jokes with the boys at like a rehearsal or something. So
Yeah.
I don't think
Just look out for the pet band set.
pet band
Hear
set.
anything about that. That's the biggest thing, probably.
We had another idea for something. I don't know. We dressed up as Shrek characters for New Year's Eve, so maybe there will be more sets where we dress up
Okay.
and cosplay or theme. Yeah. But yeah, nothing crazy. We just want to be the neighborhood party band.
Love it.
Have
Love
people
it.
having fun.
Yeah.
Do what we can.
Yeah. I mean, that's the good time vibes are definitely there. I mean, I've only seen you guys play the one time, but the good time vibes, it was definitely like, these guys are fun. This was just like a good.
That was a
awesome
good
time,
night. Like
so.
Yeah.
people gave us sugar cookies shaped like as sharks.
Yeah.
They were like, "Here's some shark sugar cookies,"
Yeah,
and we
that-
said, "Whoa, that's crazy."
It's like,
Yeah.
I really like you guys. Here's some cookies.
We ate them without like even questioning whether they were drugged or not. We just took cookies from
You'd never met
strangers.
these
Yeah.
people before.
Yeah, they're like, you know.
It was like on my second cookie, I was like, oh no, we should have checked first.
And then like we did a cover of a Cheek Face tune, and one person got really, really excited, and that was like that made the whole gig for me. I was just like, oh hell yeah, they know what this is. They're excited. That's funny. So that was a cool gig. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Well, keep us posted on what you guys have going on.
Yeah.
As new stuff comes out. And Brian and Caleb, thanks for hanging out.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Shark
having
Sugar,
us.
everyone check them out. The links are in the show notes. And yeah, check out some Shark Sugar tunes and a show coming somewhere to you very soon, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thank you.
You've been
been listening to Anywhere the Needle Drops from Red Chuck Productions. Keep up on new episodes of this show, our live events and various creations and other happenings over at redchuckproductions.com or by following us on social media at Red Chuck Productions. Special thanks to Hero Jr. for our theme music. You can check them out over at herojuniormusic.com. That is Hero, Hero, Junior, JR, music.com. A big shout out to Paul Clemson and Theory One Productions for handling sound duties and so much more. Check out their magic over at theory1productions.com. And a big thank you to Earthworks Audio for outfitting the Red Chuck studio. See their microphones and their other products over at earthworksaudio.com. Be sure to support all of our guests by visiting their websites, social media, clicking that subscribe button, seeing them live, and checking out their merch stores. Give musicians and artists your money. We'll be back with the next episode. Until then, thank you for your time. Here's to life.